Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tanya and today I'm going to be talking about my tattoos. I think I have about 15/16 tattoos. I say slash because some are so bad I wouldn't really call them tattoos, I don't know. But you guys will see that for yourselves. I'll talk about the price, pain and meaning behind all the tattoos. Honestly, I can't really remember a lot of the prices I paid for or the pain level of some of them, but if I do remember I will go through that as well. So yeah, let's get started. The first 3 tattoos that I got were stick and pokes. I think the way that I'll do this is I'll just talk about them mainly and I'll add in photos. I'll show you where on my body that they are, but then yeah, I'll just add in photos so that you guys can see a bit clearer, because it'll be a bit hard for me to show you each and every one of them just from sitting here in my room. So yes, the first 3 tattoos that I got were stick and pokes. They were all before I was actually 18 and friends did them, so would not recommend. So yeah, I've got this little you can't really tell, but it's a $sign, and that one is supposed to, or represents ASAP Rocky, because I was obsessed with him when I was 16, and obviously he has the $sign in his name, so yes, that's the $sign representing ASAP Rocky. Love that. Another one that I have is this little question mark on my inner elbow, which is virtually invisible because it was done so long ago and it was done by friends with a needle ink. Like, none of it was very good, so yeah, it's faded a lot. It's almost gone, to be honest. But yeah, that was my very first tattoo that I got when I was about 16. It's a question mark, and honestly it means nothing because I didn't know what to get, and we were sitting there ready to tattoo, and I was like, look, I don't know, let's just do a question mark. So I thought that was a great idea at the time. I still love it. I do love all my tattoos. I don't regret any of my tattoos that I have, so I'm really happy with how far I've gotten so far. And the third stick and poke that I did before I was 18 was this little tree type thing on my other inner elbow, I guess it is. The pain tolerance, honestly, all of these, they're so small, didn't hurt at all as far as I can remember, and I didn't pay anything for the other 2 obviously because me and my friends did it, but the one on my inner elbow was like $20, I want to say. I have no idea. The first tattoo that I got at a studio was this beautiful one-line drawing. I really liked the one-line drawings and the designs and stuff at the time, so I decided I'd get one tattooed. This one's actually a face looking from my direction, and then if you look from the other direction as well, so it's 2 faces in one face in one line. I don't know, I thought it was quite interesting at the time. I still do really like it. The next tattoo that I got was actually quite a big tattoo. It was the one that's on my left calf on the side there. I'll just insert a photo. I actually got that one when I was 18 in Cambodia. I can't remember who the artist was because it was overseas, and I just walked into a random tattoo studio and showed him the design. I actually did steal this design off Pinterest or something. That's before I knew the rules about having to get permission for a design or having to change a design to get it yourself. So I would definitely not recommend doing that. After that, I got this beautiful big snake that goes all around my whole forearm, all the way up onto my hand a little bit. This tattoo did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. It was actually horrendous when I first got it done. I just didn't pay enough attention to the design because I was just so excited to get another tattoo, and yeah, the tattoo artist didn't really do a very good job either. But then I got it touched up like a month after I got it first done, and that guy fixed it up so much more. I also got that one in Cambodia on Koh Rong, a little island over there, so that was really fun. This one doesn't really mean anything either. I've got the white ink snake that goes around and the black ink snake. I found the inspiration for this one on Pinterest with like a black and red snake, but I'm not too sure about getting red tattoos yet, maybe soon. But yeah, I figured I'll do white ink, and I've also never seen anyone else with a white ink tattoo, so I don't know, I thought it was cool. Tried out the white ink. One thing with the white ink though is that it does fade a lot quicker than the black ink, so over years it will eventually just disappear unless you do keep getting it touched up, so it can be quite expensive in the long run because you have to keep getting it touched up. But I've never bothered getting mine touched up. This one's been on me for about 3 or 4 years now, I think, so it's quite faded. On the underside of my arm it's not as faded because not as much sun will hit it, and then obviously on the outer side it's, I'd almost say almost gone. Not gone, but almost gone. The next tattoo that I got in Cambodia as well on the little island was this little box, I can't remember what it's called, tally. This little tally mark. About 30 of us in Cambodia got it, just a bunch of staff that worked there because I worked over there for a while. So yeah, 30 or however many of us got it all together. It just is a tally mark for 5 in Cambodia, so that's like a nice little representation. The little rectangle that's underneath the box is also, or was, a stick and poke at one point, and I never finished it. It looked like shit. The guy that did this one-line drawing was like, do you want me to go over that? I wish I said no because it wouldn't have been as noticeable, but I said yes, and now I have that box on my arm. Probably get it tattooed into something else eventually, but I just don't know what to do with it. So if anyone has any ideas of what this rectangle could be, I have a bit of space around here. But yeah, that's why I have that on my arm as well. I forgot to mention the pain of the one on my leg. I can't remember, but I don't remember it hurting a lot at all, really. My arm, because it goes all around my whole arm, I do remember it being like a bit like touchy. On the inside of my arm here, you can feel the vibrations like going all up the veins and stuff. It's disgusting. But yeah, it definitely hurt. I remember this one really hurting, but only in certain spots. So like on the hand, on the inside of my wrist, and then like more of the fleshy parts didn't really hurt as much or too much at all. Yeah, this one was a bit funny because it's on the inner arm, and then this one, yeah, I wouldn't say it hurt too much. In terms of pricing, also don't really remember for my leg. Can't remember how much I paid for that in Cambodia. Don't really remember how much I paid for this either. Sorry. The last tattoo that I got when I was in Cambodia was this thumb war tattoo. This one was just a nice tattoo that me and my ex-boyfriend got when we were together. That's his hand with the tattoos on it, and then it's my hand on the back, and then he's got my hand at the front and his hand at the back, just because we always used to do thumb wars to decide on everything that we couldn't decide on, which was really fun. I still love the tattoo. I still love all my tattoos, but yeah, it's a nice memory. We're still good friends, so it's okay. Now coming into a few of my more recent tattoos. This fish with the eye in it. I love this fish, it's so beautiful. This lady Mallory did it in Byron Bay. I'll put her Instagram up as well. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I don't really take too much note of how much the tattoos cost because most of the time I have my idea and I don't really mind how much it costs. I'm going for the design that I have in mind or the idea that I have in mind rather than giving them a price range. So I don't really bother too much about how much the tattoos cost. Most of the time I just want to get the tattoo and it doesn't matter how much it's gonna cost, which is yes. The white ink tattoo that I have is, I'm not sure if you can really see it too much on the screen, but it is this chest one here. This one was done by an artist, Gangama. It's her Instagram. I'll also tag it on here. But yeah, she did this one in white ink for me, and she also did this nipple here. I love it so much. I've had this one on me for about 2 or 3 years now, and it has faded but not dramatically, and I do like how it's like quite subtle but still there in the whiting tattoo. So yeah. Oh, and the pain level of this one hurts so freaking bad. Like, this part hurts so bad. I remember it didn't really take very long at all. Like, it was one of the shortest tattoos. Not shortest, like it just took like 20 minutes probably. But oh my god, the whole time I was like, ah. I just remember this one hurting so bad, right on the bones, and like, ugh. But then surprisingly, after when we went to go do this one, I barely felt a thing at all. Like, my head was just like in her lap and she was like, alright, I'm gonna go, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Couldn't feel anything. So strange, but yes, that's the pain level of the chest and under my chin. Next, I have my 2 ankles. I'll just insert a photo here because it's a bit hard to show. But yeah, I have got both my ankles tattooed, which I actually am obsessed with. It's one of my favorite tattoos that I have. I love the symmetry in them. I remember sitting there for probably half an hour before he started being like, oh, a bit to the left, bit to the right, bit to that, but you got to be precise because it's going to be on you forever at the end of the day. But yes, I absolutely love this design. Love the ankles. Would 100% recommend. Pain wise, I would not recommend though. It was so bad. Like, the first ankle was like bad, but it was like I could get through it. I could still work my way through it, like breathe through the pain. And then the second he started on the second ankle, I'd like run out of adrenaline already. So like, it was just so bad. But it didn't really take too long. I think it took like 3 or 4 hours in total, like an hour and a half on each ankle. So it wasn't too long. But yeah, the pain on the second ankle was so terrible. And I had to drive about 3 hours to get to the tattoo studio. So on my way home, because I was just so exhausted from getting the tattoo, I pulled over on the highway and had like a 2-hour nap and then kept driving because I was just wrecked from like exerting so much energy into like not trying to pass out pretty much. But yes, this one I actually do remember how much it was. It was $800. After that I got this beautiful ear tattoo by an even more beautiful lady, Miller. And that one was in Brisbane. I absolutely love her. She's so nice. I didn't really go in with an idea. I knew that I was going to get my ear tattooed, but I just kind of went in. When we got there, she just was like, I'll draw something, see if you like it, and then if you do, we'll start with that. If not, we'll just keep drawing until you like something. And then I was like, sounds good to me. This is the first one that she drew, and I was like, perfect, I love it, let's go for it. And then we got that one done. The pain level for it was like kind of funny. Like, the first few, this is a stick and poke, she's such a good stick and poke artist. Yeah, the first 2 to 5 minutes is like really like stingy, like, you know, when you get hit in the ear, it kind of feels like it's going really red and hot. And then honestly it just went numb after that. Like, I couldn't feel anything at all after that. So that was really good. Didn't really go for very long too, probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. Like, it was such a short tattoo. Absolutely love it though. It did cost $250, I'm pretty sure. As well as that, a few weeks later, she also did this beautiful 3 eyes. Those beautiful 3 eyes on the back of my arm. That was actually a flash that she had. She just posted it on Instagram, and I was like, yes, I'll take it. I don't really remember how much it was. I think 180 or 200 or something. I think. I don't really remember actually how much that one was. I couldn't feel that at all either, really. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, nice design that she did for me. Or not for me, she had a flash. But yeah, that's the same artist there again. After that, I got this beautiful African woman on the outside of my arm. I absolutely love her. She's just got the necklace of Africa, some traditional African markings and stuff. In her head wrap, all the different African animal prints, which I just love. I love how it turned out. I got this actually done in South Africa as well when I was over there in 2019, I think it was. So yeah, it just represents, because I'm half South African, so it just represents that part to me, and it just reminds me that I'm a beautiful, strong warrior. No, I don't know, but it just like represents that to me, and she's just so beautiful. I love it. The pain level for her was not very bad at all. I remember this spot is really fine, honestly. Like it went for about 3.5-4 hours, I think, to do the whole thing, and yeah, I was never in any excruciating pain or anything. I was just kind of chilling there. I think in the last like 10 minutes when he was going over lines again and shading over things again was a bit like, ew, but apart from that, honestly fine. My most recent tattoo that I got was my big white ink piece that goes across my shoulders and my chest, my shoulders and my stomach. So this one was done by Stacey in Mulaney. So she's also such a beautiful lady. I'll tag her Instagram here as well. But she did this one for me. I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's got quite a deep meaning behind it, like in terms of spirituality and everything else. So I'm just gonna keep it the meaning private for that one. But it's just like a soul tattoo kind of thing. Like it just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yes, it's got the 2 lines here. These shoulders have already faded quite a bit just because my shoulders are in the sun a lot, and I don't really wear sunscreen as much as I should, so those ones have faded quite a bit already. The pain level for this tattoo, also because it's such a big area, such a big space in my body, the shoulders were a bit sore on the bones and stuff. Here was okay. The main part that hurt was like right on the ribs. That was bad. Right in the middle of my stomach was fine. It's a bit flabby. Got a little bit of skin there, so it's not right on the bone. It doesn't hurt as bad. I feel like the skinnier parts of your body hurt more because it's just needle and bone. Like, it doesn't feel good. But then usually the more flabby bits feel okay because it's just like the skin vibrating more like fatty kind of. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But yes, thank you all for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed my tattoos that I have. I'm getting a tattoo shortly in a few weeks with my best friend, so I'll take you guys along with that as well. And if you have any other questions or queries or anything about my tattoos, feel free to ask. Bye!